Yeah. Yeah. R.P. Great Culture, bro. Yeah. R.P. the great, call him James Brown. Used to be a man's world, James Brown. Just cut the fur, that's James Brown. Got my hair, pew, James Brown. Hip, 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 hip. I look good, I dress good, I talk good, yeah, girl, I feel good. Hip, hip,
Goddamn thing here, bro.
I feel good, I just bought one.
Trinidad James.
Alright.
Oh, dad.
Titties.
Come in, man. Get some energy.
Big
in
ass
here, man.
motherfucking
Let's
titties.
get some energy in here.
That was all right.
Let's get some fucking energy, man. That's been my shit all week, man. That T. James. You know, I'm a dad fan. I'm sorry, I walked in and left the door open. Let me
I thought
close
somebody
this
was
door
coming
real
in.
quick.
That's the only reason I didn't get up and do nothing about it.
That's on me.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I wasn't raised in a barn Mercedes. But the fuck is going on, man? Yeah, that T. James right there, that's been getting me. That's been getting me going
man,
right
fuck
there.
around and, I need to get on there because, you know me, nigga. JADA dropped Activated yesterday, and I played that shit 38 times.
Oh, nah, I feel you.
Shit is
I'm a SADA fan by proxy of you. For me, I'm T. James. Trinidad James is someone I've always been a fan of. Undercover, like people don't understand how big of a fan I am of Trinidad James. That's a big thing.
He was on it was something that that popped up in the feed with him, like coincidentally, like it was some fashion shit. And I think, like, I remember, like, when people,
Because he's a drip guy too.
No, yeah, I remember people was trying to say, like, after that song, like, he was gonna, like, fall off, and, like, he just consistently has kind of found a way to be like, hey, I'm here. And
Yeah,
I'm
like,
still
I
rich.
think people fail to realize, and you can never match. He had the unlucky luck of having a big ass, super major, gigantic hit with All Gold Everything, and then when he got introduced with All Gold Everything, that was a big fucking thing.
I feel like people don't maximize it. Like, not to say he didn't do that, but I feel like a lot of them, like, when that big hit happens, they don't really maximize. I know some of it comes by surprise, but they don't really be maximizing. Well, now I should probably, like, drop a couple more things. It'd be like, this super hit, and I don't really got shit else for y'all until my
No,
fucking
it's
flame
not
burns
that.
out.
It's not that. It's that you end up riding out that wave, because more times than not, what happens is that song has been out for 97 years before it ever blew up, and then so it blew up like probably like wherever they were at, buttfuck, Michigan or wherever, and so it spreads. But then the record label gets it, and the record label says, okay, now we're gonna put our machine behind it. So when they put their machine behind it, that means you have to radio tour and everything for like 8 months off this hot ass single that's number one on Billboard and everything. But what happens is they never put you in the studio again while you're in the studio again to make an album. They're not thinking like follow up single right now. They're not thinking that. Like perfect example of somebody who had it perfectly planned out was somebody like Nelly. So you think back about Nelly's career when he came with Country Grammar, Nelly's first 4 singles that we got from him were already done. If I'm not mistaken, I think he said his whole first album was actually done when he got signed. So he turned the album in. He already had hit after hit after hit. But in St. Louis, them shits had been out for 2 years already. But when he came to the record label, he was like, these are all my biggest songs, like in St. Louis, if I'm not mistaken. It was like something like that. And so that's why he was able to come like Country Grammar, EI, Do You Want to Come In? Like that first album had 5 singles on it. Dilemma, like people fail to realize how many things came off Country Grammar. I don't think Dilemma was. I'm not sure. I don't think Dilemma was. But I know like Country Grammar, EI, Batter Up.
Oh yeah, I remember that song. Shit. He had bangers.
Oh yeah, Nelly's fucking. Oh yeah, man. People sleep on Nelly so much. Where the fuck is the chat at? Open this chat.
Open the
You got to go through the browser.
Yeah, go through the browser.
Oh,
and
okay.
then it'll be in like like fucking recent shits.
Yeah, man. Happy Valentine's Day to the world, to everybody.
Look, man, that was yesterday. Today is Side Bitch Appreciation Day. So y'all go out there and give that sort of present, whatever. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to the 6.
I don't think nobody's a side bitch no more. I think we have to stop that. I think we really have to stop
Do
that.
people not have those anymore? I
No.
don't know.
I don't think it's. I think the reality of it is like I don't know if those. No, that's not our stuff. But
That's from the past one.
Yeah, no, I don't think people have. I don't think nobody's just. I think everybody has situations. I think people might have situations and dabble outside their situation with somebody, but I think we in our head be making people side pieces, and they not really side pieces. They do them as conveniently as we do us.
I think those exist.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I think there's people in their head that think they have side pieces that really don't.
What about those who think they're just side? I mean, I don't know. I feel like
what I'm saying is the reality of like we always look at it from the pessimistic view of like, it's people out here waiting on somebody on Valentine's Day who ain't never coming. And instead, we might be like the other person who think that nobody's waiting on you. That person might just be doing something on their own time on Valentine's Day. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I believe that. But I think those are people who like
I've been a side dick before, and so like.
So is a side piece somebody who like knows that they're the other person, or like is just because if you're both in like
no, I understand what you're saying. No, both of them exist.
Yeah,
both of them exist. So what I'm saying is this: I think there are people who don't know their side pieces, and then I think there are people who think they have side pieces, but they really don't. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I think that there's definitely the delusional.
But I think it's more. No. What I'm saying, they're not delusional. They're in the same situations. But see, I think the situation changed depending on the side piece.
Delusional to your faces.
No. Hear me out. I think the situation changes based on the side piece. I think the person who's dealing with somebody outside of their relationship, they always have the same attitude when they approach. Keep things secret, keep things separate, keep things from getting sloppy, keep it over here. You always approach that situation with the same mentality. But it's the mentality of the person you're approaching the situation with. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I've been in a situation where somebody's been approaching me with all these rules, and they've been taking the necessary approach they feel they have to take, and I'm like, you ain't got to do all that because I'm not trying to be with you. I'm not trying to take you from your situation, or I'm not putting no pressure on you. So you don't have to, you get what I'm saying?
So if the person you're pursuing doesn't really give a shit about your situation, we just kind of fucking around and there's not no pressure, is that just a side situation, but not necessarily a side piece?
But that's what I'm saying. The side quote unquote side piece is just having fun.
So it's only really a side piece, quote unquote, if you think you're like in the thing.
Yeah, I think that's to me.
Okay,
I feel like you only a side chick if you're not trying to be in a thing with this person. You just having fun with a person. Because in reality, TJ, that's just how we, in the past when you dated, that's just how you dated. I never was cared. We never cared. We, as friends, we've talked about this. Yeah. We never cared what women was doing over there.
Yeah, no.
Long as you're not putting me in no type of harm, and health-wise or nothing like that, you can have your life. We both have our own lives. When we get together, we do our thing. When we apart, God bless you. You know.
I can smoke a bag of this.
Yeah, but
I'm okay with that.
So you get what I'm saying? It's certain that if what you do over there is a whole relationship, I don't care.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely. Yeah.
I'm sure there's people that I was just dabbling with who on the back end, they was balancing whole lives. But when you came over here, we just lived how we lived.
Well, shout out to everybody doing what everybody's doing, I guess, this weekend.
I'm asking, like, do you get what I'm saying? Like,
that's a good
we always took
so
things with that approach, and we never had to, like, we wasn't ever trying to.
The relationship people, the situationship people,
yeah,
and the, I don't know, y'all who out there suffering, I guess. Like,
yeah, the side, no, because I just think it's people out there that just got situationships, and I sometimes I think we discount how many people just got situationships.
Oh yeah, I see a lot of like, because I've been trying like this.
Situationships are on both sides. Like if your side piece is a situation, your real life is a situation.
No, I saw something about that because like this past week I've been trying to like dabble to see if I could even like, okay, like, you know, we got social media and all these other things. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I did Twitter once upon a time. Like I could jump back into it. Can't do it. I was on it and it was like memes about it'd be like regular people. And it's this, back when we were on Twitter, this is where I felt like
back when we was on Twitter.
Saying,
how old are you?
Exactly.
Back in my day.
I was talking to Jay, and I was making the same conversation, but he was like, he hit me with the, Jay talked to me like he was like somebody back in 9. He's like, I don't even know what the fuck is going on over there anymore. He's like, you can't say shit. I don't know what the fuck to do. I was like, you okay? You okay? Like,
that nigga scarred. They ruined his happy place.
Bruh, it's like, he's like, don't come back. you're
Don't
gone.
come back.
He was like, stay gone. He's like, I don't know what's up from down anymore. What
Why
gets you
you made Twitter
canceled?
sound like a plantation?
Bruh, he was like, he's like, there's this vein where you can still wild out, but it's like it comes at 2:30 every other Tuesday, and that's your block to wild the fuck out. Any other way, any
It's
other
not.
day.
It's because you don't create it. Back in the day, we
Right.
were not taking no, like we were just.
But that's not even really what bugs me with Twitter. It's like people who work at like I think I made a post about this, but it's like motherfuckers who like, you know, work at Albertsons, like motherfuckers praying to come down on you, and they just be in my mind. It's like them just yelling into space at nobody, and I'm like, who are you talking to?
Wait, hold on. What happened? Who praying to come down on people?
You know, like everybody always has these super deep quotables, and I'm like, I want to see this super deep quotable from like Dr. Dre. I want to see this super deep quote from fucking, I don't know, Virgil Abloh. But you, sir, I don't understand. Like nobody's coming after you.
No, I get what you're saying. I get.
It'd just be like, yeah, you know, when you gotta, you know, get your life together, the motherfuckers wanna come down and pray on you. I'm like, bag my shit, nigga, so I can go
Bag
home.
my shit,
Yeah,
yo.
nobody's fucking
The
wrong.
devil's working.
Yeah, nobody's like, it's just a spill in aisle 7. Like, there's none. It happens. No
Yeah.
big deal.
If these
Who are
didn't
y'all
happen, you
talking
wouldn't
to?
have a job. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I
I just hate everybody like.
The
This
victim
sounds
of
shitty
circumstance.
from like niggas that are now.
Yeah,
in
because
the
it's
media.
Valentine's Day, we're just gonna do a hate episode. We're just basically gonna go off
that's-
on things we hate.
That's it. Like,
It's no love lost. That's the name of the episode. It's just basically it's no love lost. Like Valentine's Day is still what it is, but it's just kind of it's played. This idea of like February 14th, just this magic love that man, just fuck that.
I saw like I saw 50 posts from like fucking Valentine's Day is amazing to Valentine's Day is like a capitalist fucking tool.
Valentine's
And I
Day
was
is Friday this year. To me, that's all that it is. Like me and my lady, we ain't do that.
I saw a lot of that, which I like that. Like y'all, it's not like you not
Valentine's Day
gonna
is
appreciate
Friday.
your partner.
Because my thing is this: a lot of the shit, and not to sound fucked up, but a lot of the shit that y'all doing for Valentine's Day is shit that we just do every day. Like
That's
a lot of this going out and the type of Valentine's Day sex y'all gonna have and all that shit and how your partner sin, like that shit is that we just do on the fucking regular. So I don't know. Socially, you niggas step up the bar and then I'll
No,
think
yeah,
about it.
I kind of fuck with that. Like, I'm not like opposed to like you appreciating your partner, your significant other. It just be like, no, it would just like what you said. Like people would post things. I'm like, oh, this is like a real good date. But like you would have this on like any Saturday, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not trying to be like, you know, shit on y'all Valentine's Day if that's your shit.
No, yeah, I just feel like if you're this person, you just do it more often. Don't just wait for this day.
Yeah, I feel like if this
Like, shorty
day,
like edible arrangements in August. That's all I'm saying.
yeah, I feel like if this day is the day that like shit just goes, you know, 100%. That means like the rest of the year, y'all shit must be really, really, you know, weird.
Unless you're doing some really, really, really over the top shit for Valentine's Day, which is like, I don't know. You guys rent a sex dungeon and do shit like that. That's just like you can't do. Like we literally can't do this. Then that's something. But I don't think that people. Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
bar.
No, I'm not. Yeah. I don't know. I work
That'd be
at
some-
Subway though.
That'd be some shit to say at like the little couples table. Like, oh yeah, you know, we went out to dinner and you know, he bought me a nice bracelet. What about you guys? So we went down to you know, the corner of such and such and such and such is this dark black building, and we rented out the entire fuck dungeon. It was amazing.
No, that's one of my business. You know, because they got the sex club in New York. Remember we talked about that one time. They have the sex club in New York. But I just feel like sometimes I want to go to a hotel room that has like you can order sex stuff.
That's not bad.
Like you can get sex stuff, like fuck room service and all that. Like now they got in Denver, they got weed. No, like I want room service too, but I'm
like
just
the John Wick Hotel for fucking.
yeah. No, hear me out. No, because you making it a joke. You
I
making
fuck
it a
with
joke. Don't
I'm not opposed to
no,
it.
because
That
you
shit
make
sounds
when you
amazing.
taking it compared to John Wick, you're making it a joke because I'm dead ass
Holy
serious.
shit.
Like just stay with me, and the seriousness of it to come back. You be like, oh shit, nigga, this is a real practical thing.
I fuck with it already, but
Yeah,
go for it.
but like-
enlighten me. I'm here.
Some
I'm
people,
super here
you're
for it.
making it a joke for some people. Some people are
Oh.
listening, TJ, and you're laughing at this.
Y'all need to grow up.
And this
then.
John Wick sex hotel is a real fucking thing for
John
me.
Wick Sex Hotel. is
Listen,
fire.
hear me out, bro. Like, cause in Denver, you know, in Denver they got the
Mm-hmm.
weed hotels. You can go and you can literally get like apes delivered to your room and shit. I feel like you should have rooms that you can. You know how you have deluxe rooms now. You should have rooms that are like, oh, we have 10 swing rooms available. Rooms that have swings, and then you can be like, oh, we have 10 rooms that have the medieval sex stuff that you can like Like, certain
This is-
shit.
This is a bar.
You have different things, and it's like we have 4 mirror rooms where it's a bunch of mirrors everywhere, and then it's like we have camera rooms where it's like they're already equipped for sex tapes.
I like it too with the hotel vibe, like a Ritz. Like this is
It's
real,
a real hotel. Yeah,
This is real top tier. Not that sleazy fucking motel shit,
no.
but like top tier, state of the art.
a real.
This is a real, like, we're here.
Very-
I like this actually. This is really
very discreet, very separate. Like I would, yeah.
That's a bar.
I would have it would be really dope, bro. Like you can really decide
I feel
where.
like we
and
should take a trip to the Ritz Carlton because I just feel like they're not maximizing their potential.
no, it would be something. I wouldn't want it to be a Ritz. I would want it to be a small, like, boutique hotel, very small, not very small, like 20 to 30 rooms maybe. And I just think you pick some niche stuff. You get, like I said, you do a sex tape room where it's cameras at different angles and they can just press record. You get your shit.
That's fire.
I think you should do like a BDSM room, a swing room. You know how like you need to do a toy room where it's like a room that's just specially toys. Like, you know how you always watch movies where they open up walls and it's a bunch of guns right there?
Yep.
I think it should just be toys and like dildos and different shit. I'm sorry, I hit the fucking thing.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
This is like, we might have done a thing.
Yeah. Feather room, like all the little niches that people can have.
Yeah, like this is like a bar, like a monstrous ass kink hotel.
Yes. Just straight, yeah. And the
That's
name of the
not
hotel
bad.
is just gonna be called King.
That's not bad. You might have done a thing.
Yeah.
That's not bad. That was.
And in 2020, that's gonna go off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That should go live.
Yeah, the kink hotel called the Kink. I'm here. Honestly, I'm here for it.
Yep.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought about like having that hotel, and then like a convention happens with like they would just run that motherfucker ragged.
Not even that, like
it's
company parties hosted in
like,
the
like I just thought about like, oh yeah, this is like the national motherfucking neuroscience convention. You niggas are in here losing your shit. Like you just did a presentation on how to put the brain back together, and you were in here fucking wilding.
Or imagine like when EDC comes to town and shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like you should have been lit.
Honestly, I feel like
Porn conventions. AVN comes to town and that hotel.
okay,
is
they
that.
would win, but I feel like the neurosurgeons might be completely more
Hey,
pieces
bro.
of shit than the fucking EDC.
Let me tell you something. I'm not gonna dispute you on that because I worked at NASA.
See?
You know my life.
Niggas is like
That shit.
professionals are trash.
Nah, not even that, bro. It's it's just the
Yes.
It's that. It's just that. It's the level of stress these people are under. Like,
yes.
you trying to change the world, and the only person that understands you is this other motherfucker that's across this desk that's trying to change the world.
Exactly. And in changing the world, you get like 1 hour of free time, like a month.
Not even that. It's the level of tension that's in the room. It's not even the
Bro.
free time. Like, the shit is not even that they take a break from the work. They just take a break to fuck.
That's what I mean. Like, you don't have any other time in this time while I'm trying to make.
No, they
new
still have
ideas of
recreation
anything.
time. It's just that the time that we're working is so intense that more times than not ends up being a spillover into the personal time. More like, it's like trauma bonds. It's like when you watch people in movies and they survive.
Niggas got stress bonds.
Yeah, it really is.
We are bonded by mutually losing our fucking shit.
I
in
think
our
we're just.
careers.
I think people are bonded by commonality. That's why you see like it's always situations like, oh, record producer and singer end up dating, boss and secretary end up. It's just you have access to my calendar, bitch. You see all the stress I go through. You go through it with me. Make these copies, ho. We in the trenches together, bitch. And then, after you're the person that's the closest to me when I'm stressing, so when I celebrate my wins, it's usually like, come on, let's go have a drink, and you were in the trenches with me. And yeah, I just think that's I think that's kind of like the trauma bonds when you watch movies and the guy that more times than not, the guy who's the hero ends up the person he's saving somehow at the end is some ugly kiss. It's because this bitch is just like, you know, all I'm saying is this: if somebody was like, if somebody kidnapped me, right?
Superheroes date bums.
So let's just say this. Maybe, I don't know. Let's say if somebody, more times than not you are, because you have this extraordinary talent and you have to save somebody who can't save themselves. More times than not, person's a fucking bum. But let's just say somebody kidnaps me. This is really for shits and giggles. Some James Bond movie, I get kidnapped and fucking, they're like, you have to, the villain loves tennis, and so Serena Williams has to come play to save my life. at the end of that shit, it's like some traumatic bond that you have, especially if you have to go through a whole bunch of stuff and you get to the end. Like you went through a whole movie together with this person of survival, and then you get to the end and one person has to fight for the other. That shit is just a trauma bond.
Yeah.
It's just like we almost died together. The only person that understands that I almost died is you. And so,
wow, Hollywood is out here putting ideas.
No, that's real life.
Relationships.
That's real life.
But I'm saying like in real
that's
life.
why people be like, "Oh, I got beat as a kid, and this person got beat as a kid." They understand me.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that's
instead of
like
being somebody that didn't
movies and shit. People kind of like, not to just shit on Hollywood, but like people definitely gravitate to that for like ideas of shit. And you be ever like,
is that art imitating life or life imitating art? Because I feel like sometimes
both.
it just be people who don't be in the know on shit. Like it's people that find out shit through movies. But I think it's people who already live that life. That's what inspires the movie.
I don't know. It kind of seems
because
like
you can't tell me that niggas don't sit in the room.
Fucking shit called snake eating.
It's the
thing. Like, it's
it's the vicious cycle.
Yeah, that shit.
I mean, no, I don't think it's a vicious cycle. I think it's just what came first, chicken or the egg.
That shit.
Yeah. Because I think when you look at it, we're all inspired by people and things that are cool in our life, and then we might bring that to the table. If we can't emulate it, we might do a story about it. You know, because most, like, you know, authors do stories about, or directors do stories about people who might have been, like when you look at a 30 for 30, those people tell the stories before they do the documentary, and they're like, I did this documentary because I was 12 when this happened, and I remember it was the biggest thing in the world.
Even more than that, have you ever watched those, I want to say one is like Variety and like maybe like where it's like the actors talking to actors.
Yeah.
Bro, I have been fucking. I have.
What is that?
It's like
Actor
one
Studio.
Yeah, one is actors on actors, and one is like a circle of like different actors talking. I've been following down that rabbit hole on YouTube for like 2 weeks. That shit's interesting as fuck.
Is it recent ones or old ones?
Any of them. Like most, like I've watched anything from like a year up. Like I don't get too far back, but I just like seeing like Denzel sit next to fucking, I don't know, Seth Rogen and have like a weird deep conversation about
is that a real one?
Life. It was Denzel was on one, but the one I just watched, which was kind of funny because it made Sam Jackson might be my favorite actor / person ever. Like he wasn't already, but like because they're all talking, and it's not like they're not being authentic. And Will Smith was on that one, and they're talking about, you know, movies, and it gets all like, you know, everybody gets all artistic about it, and Sam just be like, I like playing make believe for a fucking living, or he'll like, or Will Smith was talking about why he didn't take the Django role, and Will had this, and I'm not saying Will wasn't being truthful, but it was very Will Smith, like the violence of the character, it didn't move me to be. And like I think Sam came out with some shit like, you know like white people saying nigga a lot of some shit, and I was like, this is at one point the highest paid actor in the world. Yeah. And most movies ever. Yeah. And Sam is
most gross. Yeah.
And Sam still be coming through like, I'm still fucking Sam. Like I'm still the nigga who like locked up MLK's dad. Like I'm still with the shits. And I don't know, when I see niggas like that, I'm like, oh, this is inspiring.
I think some people, that's their defense mechanism though.
Sam?
Yeah,
I think some people. I think some people it is, but Sam just sincerely looks like, at least when I see him and stuff, I'm very okay with like.
But I think that's a role that he goes into that he just hasn't come out of yet.
Of him being him? Of him just not giving.
I'm not gonna give a fuck about y'all. I'm not gonna let myself give a fuck about y'all. I'm going into this role and I'm never gonna break character. Some people have to never give a fuck about Hollywood, so Hollywood can't give too much of a fuck about them, so they can keep the distance of the relationship. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, we're cool, but I don't want to create no extra bond between us. We're cool enough in the nature that we have to deal with each other.
Yeah. Like
the means to the end is I want to be an actor. You're where I have to go to do that. So that's our means to an end. That's our common ground is acting. But I'm not going to allow you in my life. I'm not going to allow you into my personality, into my persona. And to do that, I'm going to keep you from wanting to do that. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah,
so every time you meet me, it's gonna be a comical. Like Sam Jackson gives you the impression of somebody that you don't know how if they serious or not. So you leave it alone while it's still funny. So it's like when you meet him, it's like, "What's up, motherfuckers?" And you like, ha. It's like the movies. He's yelling. I don't know if he's really mad or not. Can I have a picture? I'm gonna leave after this. We have the same flight. I'm going to San Francisco too. Can I have a picture? Like when you see the picture of the little white kids that Did you see the one where it's the meme where the kid says, I was standing me and my cousin were standing in the airport and we were staring at Samuel L. Jackson. He walks over and says, you motherfuckers want a picture?
Oh yeah, I saw that. I actually did see that.
That seems like it's right on the tier of like, oh wow, he just did this for these kids so they wouldn't have to ask. But also, it wasn't nice though. Like it wasn't, it was like funny how it happened.
So yeah, Sam Jackson just seems like it's.
But you get what I'm saying? Like it's the give and take. Like Denzel is somebody who.
He's another one.
He'll
though.
always talk to you, but what he talks to you about is so heavy that you're like, he doesn't joke, so I don't want to talk to him about, like, unless I need to talk to him. You don't want to talk to him.
Both of them seem like, because even I saw Denzel. He was in one of them, and then he was in a thing where like Jamie Foxx used to do that shit.
And that, and you see how he did the Cardi thing and that. I was just gonna go to that.
Yeah.
So my thing is, I see him with people that he likes and his peers, his friends, and he lets he does the card. I wear you ain't know I knew that, huh?
Low key,
but when you see him on the red carpet, he's like, you got to watch what you see in the news, because the news is
low key, both of them, they just seem like older black men. Like, I'm not fucking with these white folks longer than I have to.
But that's older black men though. That's like older black. That's like when you an old black man, you see your old ass uncle. He deal with his coworkers as much as he need to. But with your auntie, that's his favorite person. Hey baby, you see your auntie and your cousin, his daughter, the people that are.
I think for me,
the people who I want to deal with,
and like other actors here and there, but just those two for this specific example.
I think Leo's like that.
Yeah, I think just for me, I like it because it's refreshing. Because everybody always says like, or acts like as soon as you get big, you immediately have to start capitulating and getting weird. But it's nice to see motherfuckers, whoever they are, to go, no, I'ma just. Like, they're rocking regular shit that I could see my uncles doing. And I'm like, this is the biggest actor and whatever. And he's still, at his core, I don't fuck with these motherfuckers the way your regular uncle or grandfather don't fuck with these motherfuckers. And for me, that just does some shit. I'm like, oh, that feel good.
But I just think that's one of the 48 laws of power. You have to court attention, and I just think those are people. Some people get married to Hollywood and they get married to the attention of their celebrity, and I think some people just date that shit. Like they deal with it a little bit, and then they like, all right, yeah, I'm cool on this.
That shit is the move.
Yeah, I think it definitely is. I think it has to be, man. I think that's the key to longevity, is that when you start drinking your own Kool-Aid, you get fucked up. Like you get a little
what's that shit? Implode, explode, some type of old.
You plode. You gonna plode.
You gonna plode.
You gonna implode, explode. You gonna do something. Yeah, you crumble. Yeah, you fall apart, man. I think really you need that. I think it's better off when you give yourself it, because when it comes in the form of other people, it's called humility. And that shit is disgusting. Like, I mean, well, I guess when you have it yourself as humility, when you let other people do it, it's called being humble. And that's the most, fuck. Humility is like self-chosen. You get to choose, like, how you always see, I don't know how you see, like, if you ever watch Eddie Murphy or people who get Lifetime Achievements Awards, it's always this weird thing where they have to bow. I don't know what that's about. I guess that's just like the biggest gesture of like, oh no, I'm thanking you guys. No, it's you. It's all about you. They always put their hands together now. Yep. That's I don't know if that's the humility of people, but you much rather have that than have somebody fucking.
Virgin is, man,
I don't know who that is. Let's see. Hey, pull up on the kid. I didn't know if he was here now. I thought you was gone.
Oh, Verge.
Verge is in the building, y'all. Everybody look. Verge is on the bus. What up, Verge? Sit down, man. Get your mic. Verge is here, y'all.
Verge in here looking like he's trying to sell rocks in Bed-Stuy.
Talking about you, Uncle Murder. Talking about people in Hollywood and how you just kind of have to... how to manage and how, well, we don't know yet, but just from the outside in, how we see people navigate the treacherous waters of Hollywood.
Never do a good job of it.
Who?
Anybody in Hollywood. Like, you talking about Hollywood, like, or people in Hollywood, like rich people.
Actors and stuff.
Yeah, don't do a good job of it.
No, that's not true. We were just giving examples.
Like who?
Like Samuel L. Jackson,
Okay.
It's certain
like
people that have
do
the
well
the elites of it. People who have been in Hollywood for a while, and that's what we were saying is that... Perfect. See, we literally just brought him up too. What we were saying was that it's
like how he's everybody's first fucking go-to.
Yeah, because we've seen him handle and navigate Hollywood in ways that it's hard to survive. I was saying that it's better off to navigate with humility, because we were goddamn, when humility is something that you have for yourself, you keep yourself like. Just keeping yourself humble. When you let other people humble you, it's so much harder. Like, that shit is a hard pill to swallow. But when you remind yourself, like, what is it? The movie that Law Abiding Citizen. I don't know if people remember this part, but it's a part where Jamie Foxx is trying the case and he walks out, and the guy tells him the story of Marcus Aurelius and how Marcus Aurelius hired the guy to walk behind him. So whenever people praised him, he would walk behind him and whisper in his ear, "You're only a man. You're only a man. You're only a man. You're only a man." But it's to keep you. It's a constant reminder that even when you in your head, it's like now. And I compare it to something. It's gonna seem really crazy, but the fucking Sean McVay, the head coach of the Rams, the Los Angeles Rams, and even like Robert Saleh, the defense coordinator for the San Francisco 49ers, they have people who are hired to grab them and pull them back on the sideline when they get excited.
Okay. Because
you're just a fucking coach. Get your ass on the sideline and out. Sometimes you need somebody, because in that moment of getting the hypest fucking moment, you have to be pulled back by somebody that's not you occasionally.
Okay.
And you rather it from somebody that even you hire, because it looks like it's an extension of you. Yeah. That's why it's easier to get it from your girl, your mom, your brother, your best friend, than some random motherfucker.
He ain't gonna take it if it's random. We're like, who is you?
It's hard. No, sometimes you gotta take it. That's part of being humble. When you humbled, it's not an option. Like, it's something that it's just on you. It's like when you having a fight, you get snuck. Poof. You ain't have a chance to fight back. You just gotta wake up and take it. Just wake up and be like, damn, nigga, got huh? Got me. All right.
For sure. I'm about to go train now.
Nah.
I'm gonna see you again, bro.
Nah,
Come on.
That's how I know you ain't been hit hard enough.
Yeah, you're right.
That's funny. I was just talking to somebody about that. I was talking to Tiff about that this week. Like, the gravity of shit and how people because what were we talking about? I was watching the show. I'm watching the show on Netflix called Money Heist. Have y'all watched it?
I was gonna look at it, but
shit is cold, bro.
It's good.
Oh, you gonna love that one. Because you a thinker. You gonna love that one.
Okay.
This shit is a whole chess match. It's a live chess match with a bank robbery. Bro. Y'all niggas is thinkers, because you gonna love that one.
Okay.
You gonna come back and be like,
seen it, I was like, I'm gonna click on the I was like,
It's a situation where a dude is supposed to lose. He goes into a situation, he sends his people into a situation where they're supposed to lose, but he has the perfect plan. But he ends up fucking up the plan. The nigga who set up the perfect plan fucks up the plan.
Oh yeah, I gotta see this. I like that.
Duh,
I like that.
This shit, I'm talking about this nigga.
How many episodes? 10?
It's 3 seasons in already. 8 episodes per season. You go ahead and binge that. Damn. You can sit at the house, get you something to eat this weekend. I'm already about to go. Man, after I leave, I'm on season 3, bro.
You ready? Yeah.
Season 4 starting April.
Okay, I'm gonna check that
Oh
out.
yeah, we ready. But God damn, I got excited about that. Forgot what the fuck I was gonna say. Oh no, okay, here it is. Huh?
I thought this came out like last.
But it's a Netflix show, so they might be pumping that bitch out quick as shit.
Yeah, it must be.
No, it's been the money. You talking about Money Heist, right? It's been out. I know for a little bit. I haven't watched it, but I know my.
No, 2016. Since 2016 at least.
Yeah,
the first season was set in 2016.
That makes more sense because he never watches nothing current. He watches shit like
You gotta have a few.
And he'll come back and tell me like it's brand new. I was like, if you would catch up 2 seasons, we could have a conversation.
Yeah. But in it, somebody testifies on somebody.
Okay.
But I was like, I don't think people people were like, oh, you're a snitch. And I was like, I don't think people be understanding the gravity of shit sometimes because they ain't never done it.
Yeah, not
absolutely.
And I think that's just like certain shit. Like it was another scene where it was a fight, and I was like, I don't think people have you ever been punched? I'm talking about really. Oh no, I was watching a World Star fight.
Okay.
And I this guy got hit, but you ever see somebody get hit so hard that they just run they run in the same spot for a second, like they gotta grab where they got hit at, and they be like, ooh, like some shit like that. A nigga picked a fight and a nigga hit him that hard that he like grabbed it, but it was a natural response. It wasn't like he was trying to do that.
Yeah,
I'm like, have you ever been hit?
You
grab your shit and you just like
that shit hurt.
What people don't understand what that is you're trying to run, but you've got hit so hard your legs are not working.
I ain't been that how yet.
That's what I'm saying. Like niggas don't understand the power of punches.
Oh, I never get punched that hard.
Like go back and watch that Zab Judah fight where the nigga like don't ever play with matches. Have you ever seen that? Zab Judah fight where he got hit and the nigga said he jumped up and said, "Don't ever play with matches," and fell back down?
I didn't know that. Wow. Nah,
Hey, sidebar for what we were talking about, y'all. We gonna get back to
a
it.
Smokey the Bear
But like
commercial?
the humble, like that's
What
the
the fuck?
that's just being fucking humbled.
Yeah, I guess so.
And if you don't, like, you gotta humble yourself, or you will end up in a situation where you will find out, like, you will get hit really, really hard, and that will be how you get humbled. You don't have no choice but to accept it.
Yeah.
You don't get to be like,
blame no
you don't get
fire.
the chance to be like, this nigga big, or I don't feel like fighting right now.
Yeah.
Some niggas just because they can't. I've had situations now as an adult. I'm like, I don't feel like fighting, so I'm gonna be nice.
Oh yeah, it's certain days I just.
Some days I just really don't have it in me, because I know, like, whatever energy I'm walking around with, I know I gotta welcome that back in my world. And some days I be like, I ain't got it in me to like deal with no. So I'm just gonna be happy. It's easier.
Yeah.
Not to say I ever choose to be pissed off,
Yeah.
but it's some days where I'm just like, I ain't got it, and I don't
Some
give a
of y'all
fuck.
do.
So I'ma just deal with whatever I gotta deal with it today, because I don't have it.
Yeah.
And then there's some days where I gotta stop myself and be like, all right, look, you giving off bad vibes, bro,
Yeah.
and you're not even in a bad mood.
Yeah.
Let's readjust. Let's realign.
Yeah.
Some days again, I just be like, man, I don't give a fuck. I ain't got it today. So whoever the fuck wants some smoke,
Come get it.
nigga, just say it. I'm
You feel
popping
the
up,
rock
nigga.
is cooking. You feel me?
Shit, nigga, we can go ahead and get it. Then there's some days, like, you know, you got to realign. But that's what I'm saying is that level of like being humble, you got to have that, man. I mean,
Yeah, you do. I mean, I ain't never been
A lot
pushed to
of-
where I stop like.
no, but it's
grab
gotta be
my face,
something that
but-
humbles you. Like not
lost
that.
a
That was
fight.
just an example.
I
Like
lost
not a
a
loss of
fight
fight,
and
or
made
just
me
even
humble.
like get cut from the football team
Yeah, I
or
made me
something.
humble.
Like you be like, wow,
That shit
I'm not.
As good as I thought I was.
Yeah, like I always tell you, a reality check is when you find out the world you live in is not the real world.
That's fucked up.
That's being humble. Reality checks is
That's fucked up.
yeah. Well, you been walking around here like, nigga, I'm fast as fuck.
Somebody beat you.
Then not somebody beat you. You coming fourth. You be
Oh,
like,
shit.
ooh.
Yeah.
Three niggas?
I mean.
Y'all sure all three of them got me? That first nigga got me, but the other two niggas, I was on their ass. So a nigga
I
started.
guess so, right?
Nigga
I mean,
said you didn't lose.
but then again, you lost to like three other
What
people that
the
popping
fuck?
just way fast, but you're still fast. It's just not on their level.
Like the funniest thing in the world is if a nigga needs to be cheered up. Look, if you ever need to be cheered up, go to any track prelims. Go to a track meet. You want to be cheered up? Go to a track meet.
I did track. I'm cool. Like when you lose that, it's like God,
That shit is
damn.
hilarious. When you watch a nigga, especially the nigga that's the nigga that's doing all the shit, and he get up there, that nigga don't even place. He end up like getting DQ'd or something. They like, bruh.
Yeah, you bad. Yeah, when I was in 5th grade, it was a dude like 6'4". Cream my shit. He was USC. Cream my shit. I wasn't mad though, cause we practice raced already, so I already knew he was made of. So I was like, I'm going for second. I'm going for second. Like I got a little goal. Nah, he creamed my shit bad, bro. Like bad. Like I was right there by the poster, and he was like by my car. Like I was like, this motherfucker.
Was you
He fast.
He's 6'4".
Bro.
Like he had speed.
was you there still at Graham when it was one time, no diss, but shout out to Flash. Flash came out and he was fresh out of practice one time. When he was on the yard, that has to be to this day one of the funniest, most disrespectful races I've never seen. It like, okay, so
Who
did
beat?
Flash?
What didn't somebody beat him?
Yes,
Who was it?
It
It was somebody from New Orleans, right?
it was a nigga on the football team, but that made the whole.
No, he wasn't on the football
He
team.
wasn't?
No, that was the thing. Was a nigga that I think he was trying to get on the football team.
The thing-
No, it was he was on the football team, but he didn't play. It was Black
whoever.
from Monroe. It was remember JP, my roommate. It was
Yeah.
his homeboy. They
Look,
raced.
This was the funniest part about it. When I say this nigga Flash just got out of practice, it's not even like
Juiced.
wasn't bad.
He
like
still got
he was
the tights on.
Yeah, he
warm.
was juiced. He had all the shit on. Had the fast shoes. And I don't know how. I don't know
He's
how
still
the-
doing the I'm fast walk.
Yeah,
you know how y'all
I
walk
don't
when
know
y'all be
how
in
the
track spikes?
conversation.
Motherfucking
I don't know how the
man.
conversation sparked, but it was like
How it sparked
I'm
was
fucking faster than you.
Flash said he had beat Trendon Holiday when they was in high school.
Okay.
And then the nigga said, you ain't beat no goddamn Trendon Holiday. You can't even beat me.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yo.
There was a whole other nigga that said this.
Man.
Nah, the nigga was fast as shit, though. He
Okay.
was
Here-
fast as fuck.
Was he running track or something?
No, he was on the
Look.
football team. Yeah, he
Okay.
was on the football team, but he ran track in high school and like
This-
qualified in states in Louisiana. But what happened was Flash was a nigga that went to high school years ago, dropped out, and then went back and graduated or some
Okay,
shit
so
like
he
that.
had
So he
to
had a
drop
huge
off.
ass gap. So he went to
Yeah.
school with like our age niggas and then niggas that was like 4 years older than us. He dropped out of school for like 3 years.
Okay.
So he went to school with like niggas that was a whole different age. So by this time, Trent Holiday was like at LSU getting ready to go to the fucking NFL.
Yeah.
And this nigga was like a freshman at Graham talking about, yeah, I beat Trent Holiday in high school. And niggas was like, bro, no the fuck you didn't.
Verge. Like, it's so many weird variables that make this shit possibly the funniest shit I've ever seen. Like, one, all the shit talking he just said, like, that happened. That was big. It's in the middle of the yard. Nobody has class anymore. It's 1 billion people outside.
It's the yard that you hear about in Black College. Like,
bruh, he's one.
Ready.
If there's, yes, other races go to HBCUs, but at the time he's the white guy. When you think the white guy at Graham, it's him.
Okay.
Comes out, he's got his shit on. When I say the nigga he was racing had on Jabot jeans, big as fuck, big white t-shirt, might have had some motherfucking, like, there was nothing I'm gonna race about him at that moment. Like, he was not prepared.
Okay.
These niggas go to the end, what was it? It was in front of the calf.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, Flash gets in.
It was street to street.
Flash gets in his stance, ready to fucking race.
And he was like this.
This nigga didn't even bend down. Like, he just
down.
pulled
Hit
his pants
street
up.
race.
Bro,
Like,
he pulled his pants up, buckled them
Get on your
motherfuckers,
ass.
and they said, and I'll say Flash got out. He got out like he got out the blocks,
Okay.
and it was like it was just. And he was going, and you see
Nigga,
it.
let me
and
show you. Hold on.
like,
It went like this.
bruh,
I'm gonna show you.
It looked. It was
Wow.
when I say, bruh, and bro, yes,
Oh, wow.
bro, he came out. That's the best he got. Had the best, and bro just. He was smooth. Like, the fucked up part about it is you see him running. Bro in the jeans is smooth. Just, how you doing, boss? I'm gonna go ahead and take this win.
He had like a real good stride and everything.
Smooth. It was just
with some
like, you know how hard you like.
What type of shoes he had?
Here's the
like
thing.
Chucks or something?
Here's the thing. Flash was the homie. Like, you know how bad a nigga. I couldn't stop laughing. Like,
run with your head down.
bruh.
Yeah.
That's why you always keep your head down, is because you don't ever want to look up and see where the next nigga is racing you, because that'll fuck you up.
Man.
That nigga thought he was giving it to that nigga, boy. He looked up and that nigga was right on his ass. Like how I was showing you, that nigga he started to start digging, and the nigga wasn't going nowhere. And then he started running faster, and the nigga was getting further ahead of him the faster he ran.
I would stop running after that. Bro, it ain't no goddamn point.
You can see it. You can see it.
You won, bro.
You can see the shit in a nigga's soul, bro.
He was hurt, huh? He was hurt.
Man, let me tell you something.
I knew that nigga
Nigga.
was hurt.
What?
The nigga,
I knew he was.
he started that. Let me tell you something. He started that race as Eminem. That nigga finished that race as Ben Affleck. He lost all of it in the race. It was like every 10 yards he turned into a different white man.
How was he after that? Like, how was he after, like...
What you mean?
Like, a week later, was he still, like...
Got on like glasses and suspenders and shit. He
Yeah,
was still who he was.
Yeah.
Nah, he was still who he
shook
was.
back.
He was still who
That
he
day
was.
was a bit of that. Like
He took a lot of L's.
Yeah.
Like, let's just say, like,
the
Flash
15
is a
minutes
dude.
after that was bad. That was
Flash was a good dude, but Flash took a lot of L's. Flash, we have to say, I don't give a fuck. I'm telling this story. I don't give a fuck. Flash pledged with us, and this nigga dropped line.
Oh no.
After this nigga dropped line, bro, they made us sing Robin Thicke, Lost Without You, because he was a white boy. They made us sing Lost Without You every single time that this nigga name came up.
Damn.
We had to, 13 niggas had to break down and be like, lost without you,
God
can't help myself, how does it feel?
Like, you might have to dance to it now. You know what I'm saying? At that point, you might have to
Niggas
dance to it,
really.
like-
Didn't we have to dance to that too?
No, we had
Or
to
did we
dance to
dance?
Kales on the ringtone.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, I don't
Never
think I could
mind.
ever,
Yeah.
like, join the sorority
Had to.
ever. I don't think I could.
Well, we joined fraternity. You can't join
Oh,
the
my
sorority,
bad,
so
my bad.
that's.
All that, whatever. can't
I don't
do it.
know.
That's
Nowadays,
something.
you might
probably
could.
could.
Yeah, you might could.
You know, slip in there,
You
you know,
know.
a couple girls.
No, what?
Yeah. You know,
No, I don't know what you just. What did you say?
you heard me?
What the fuck are you saying? You're not even using words. He said, you heard me? What, nigga?
Yeah.
I had a whole other way I was finna take. That nigga said.
Just turn into Michael Jackson.
Oh,
It's ignorant.
shit.
That's ignorant. It's ignorant.
South Park, whatever he
Michael Jackson.
said. I'm gonna go back and listen to this. Whatever he said is like 10 times weirder because he finished it with like.
What?
You was funny as shit on Instagram.
I don't remember what I did.
I think it was today. I can't remember what you did too, but it was funny.
Oh, that was old. Honestly, like I've been doing stupid videos for so long. I got about like 10 minutes after, unless people like keep talking to me about them. I be putting them shits out, just going. But
I love it.
yeah, what was that shit? Oh yeah, niggas really enjoyed the side bitch appreciation day shit. That's what I
what it
did.
was.
Y'all niggas is
That's
wild.
what it was.
Y'all niggas wild.
I got a situation on
Y'all
my hands,
peanuts.
man, that I was gonna talk to y'all about.
Ooh, fuck what we were talking about. I'm interested.
Yeah, man, because, you know, that's why I was coming in with, like, the title of the episode is because it's, like, with the Valentine's Day shit, it's, like, this whole love thing, and it's kind of like, what do we do with situations that we just, like, got to handle where it's, like, it's no love lost, but it's just, like.
I would need a little more elaboration.
Yeah, man, I got a homeboy that I don't know what to do with. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know how you ever have a situation where the friendship is not every relationship that you have is 50-50?
Yeah.
Some relationships are like 60-40, some are 70-30, some 80-20, some 90-10, some just giving everything. Yeah, you giving. But in that, you know how you like, I feel like your friendship should be rewarding just like your love life relationship should be. Mm-hmm. Like, and when I say my friendship with someone should be rewarding, it's not you giving me stuff. It's that when I see you, when I talk to you, hopefully you got something good to tell me that you done did. Yeah. Hopefully, like, something new happened that is exciting. Promotion. You know, I want something better that you telling me, like, oh, I'm going back to school. I just enrolled. Yeah, like, I want some. Like, it's rewarding to be your fucking friend. Like, man, when I talk to this dude, he always on some shit. Got me ready to.
Yeah, I'm about to amp my game up.
You feel good.
Not the opposite.
Yes.
Let me cut this
Iron
nigga
sharpen. So, yeah, now what you do with what you do when it's the vice versa? Like, you got the homie that's just like, oh, this shit is just, it's hard being this nigga friend, bro.
Like, what are you trying to say? I'm trying to figure out, like.
No, nigga, just like. The homie just not up on his shit, just up to par.
So he just falling off.
He just off his game.
His ass and everything.
But even just like as a homie though, the things that you just expressed to bro,
he's not listening.
Not even listening. Just like basic shit like my mom's died. This nigga just never hit me up. Never I
gotta cut you off.
Never no condolences. And then the ill shit nigga hit me up on my birthday. Like use my birthday to be like, yo, happy birthday. Sorry about your moms, man. I know I ain't hit you up.
Okay.
It's like,
that's a little different.
No, you kind of like, I think you're hitting on it. Like, it just, I'm big on.
It's like you try to look out for the nigga, you try to do him.
No.
Hey, you had that conversation, like, bro, like this.
But it's one of the things that you've had so many different type of conversations with a nigga, and it's kind of like, for me, after a while, if I let you hang around, bro, and we've been friends for so long,
you should get it.
You should have soaked up some type of game.
Yeah.
Can you niggas imagine if, like, an American gangster, Frank Lucas with Bumpy Johnson all that time and didn't learn shit?
I mean, I can imagine it, yes, but he would have got rid of him.
Yeah, he would.
No. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I mean, like what I'm saying is like.
Then again, probably not. He probably like him not knowing anything. He don't want to take his spot, but I don't know.
No, because that's like that's somebody who.
That's fuck nigga thinking.
Yeah, that's somebody who.
Yeah,
like,
or I don't
I'm
know.
talking about you gotta even
that
think
person
like
becomes a liability. In
exactly.
life, that person, I mean, could still become a liability, but becomes draining. Like I was, it's kind of funny you said this because I like clicked the video earlier this week, and it was Phil Valentine is like. He was like in Hidden Colors, and he like does a lot of like pro black talk. But it was about a person's energy, and it's like even aside from the person who not this particular friend not being a reciprocal friend, like I'm big on that. If I'm not for like rewarding, but you know, you kind of I need to be able to rely on you because you know you're my friend, you're my partner, whoever the fuck you are in somebody's life. But even if that wasn't the case, if it was just you know we talk in passing. That shit starts to linger. Like if every day I'm coming to you and it's nothing good, like you said, you didn't do nothing good, you didn't.
If the only time you hit me up is like, yo, bro, I got an issue. I need to holler at you about. I need to talk to you about
that
something.
That starts to drain you.
I'm gonna keep you at a arm length.
Naturally, it's just because it's nothing good there.
I'm gonna cut you off though.
Eventually, yeah. Eventually.
Not even, and I don't even know if I look at it as cutting off. That's look that shit is like.
But you know what happened was, nigga hit me.
I can't have you putting that shit on me all the
Friendship
time.
got developed at the perfect time, though. You know, the friendship got developed when we was at a perfect age to be bullshitting around.
Well,
but then it's like
after high school?
Yeah, after high school, you know, I'm back from college, and it's kind of like, you know, you 21, 22, 23, you just got some money. You can finally hit the bars. You can, you hitting the happy hours after work. You know what I'm saying? Off day, you like, oh, I'm on, swoop, swoop. Yeah, you know, getting girls together. And
he was the road dog.
I got, you know, my first apartment I got by myself, niggas, the homie, you get, so you get all this, you go through all this, but then eventually that time passes, and it's like you go, all right, that shit was fun. we got to do this now. And that nigga still like, but what about the bitches in the bottles, though?
Yeah,
He's like the nigga who never got out of high school. Like,
And you like, but nah, that,
you remember that game we played? Like, no, nigga.
be like, nah, we can do
I
that, bro,
tuck
but
my
we got to do
kids
this
in.
other shit, too, though.
Yeah,
we got to do this other
big
shit, too.
grown,
Like,
let's get some grown shit out the way
first we got to go to work, and then we got to hit the house, take care of the kids, and we going to swoop out the gym, and then
we can turn up
go,
if
go
that's available.
at dinner time, we can have a drink with dinner. Like, we ain't going out to just drink, nigga.
We
It's
not
very
that grown,
rare.
man. He just not grown at all.
Like,
He
yeah, I'm not. It ain't no more
just
Thursdays.
trying to turn
It's very
up.
rare,
That
nigga.
was some hoes. That was a little.
Yeah, but it be like on some shit like, bro, where the other side at? Like, I always tell niggas, like, as long as you remember, you got to do the work, bro. And like, I can't fuck with niggas who be forgetting they got to do the work.
Yeah,
Like, how we gonna get the job done if you don't ever do your work, bro?
I cut this mother. Are you asking me? Yeah, bro. Like, we cool. We gonna chop it up on the phone, but we ain't gonna kick it. You know.
But the ill shit is like, you not affecting me though. You not doing nothing that's fucking me up. So that's why it's one of the things where it's like, nigga, I'm not mad at you. It's just like I can't afford to have niggas like you around.
Yeah.
Like, I'm getting to that point where it's like, it's just no value to it. And it's just like, it's eating empty calories. It's like, why would you eat food that don't not make you hungry? It don't add no nutritional value. You just eating some shit.
Shit, I don't know. It depends on what you want to do. Cause if you already say you cool with it, but you
No,
not.
I'm
really
just running through the ideas of it. I'm just proposing it to people.
Yeah.
Like, what do people do? Like you just said, we could talk, we can do all. For me, I'm the type of nigga that I just see you when I see you. We don't need to talk on the phone. We don't need to do nothing. When I see you, I die because there's no love lost, but there's just no relationship there neither.
Yeah.
So like you said, some niggas is like, yo,
that sounds like the thing to do. Like, it just, and it's not like I don't know. Yeah, it's not like a
malicious.
Yeah, it's not a malicious thing. It's
there's
just
no malintent.
we are not in the same space anymore.
We not on
so
the same
yeah.
level.
We just two different niggas.
We
yeah.
not on the same earth right now. Shit, we ain't on the same nothing.
Where
my
the other
nigga.
earth at? Hey, where the other earth at?
Wherever
Because
he
if you
at,
on this one,
the one he can turn up all day. That
Yeah.
one and get some money.
but that be my shit though, bro. Is that might be your life. That might be your life. Like, I can't be mad at a nigga if that's his life. Like, if you find a way to manage your life in a way that you want to, doing however you want to, whatever you want to do, that's your business.
Yeah.
My shit is just that the way you operate is not a way I could fuck with.
No
You know what I'm
more.
saying? Like, I can't have that around me because it's a liability at this point how you move.
Yeah.
You know, it's on some shit like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see an issue with it. Like, I think, unless this particular person might take issue with what
No,
you're
I guess
doing,
it's just
but-
the question. The overall question is just how do you handle no love lost situations? Like situations where it's like I can't deal with you, but I don't. It's not because I dislike you or I don't love you no more or none of this. It's truly just because like this situation don't hold no value no more.
I feel that.
Like I still love you as a person, but this situation is expired. Like how do people handle that shit? Like the processing the emotions of it. Like what's just like what things do you have to look for in a person to be like, yo?
I don't know if I gotta have the same conversation with you every time. Like, we gonna be cool for sure, but we not gonna ever kick it.
But what's be cool though? Because like
I
that's
like
a fine
the picture on
line.
Instagram.
I think you'd be cordial, you'd be respectful,
Yeah,
but I
what's
just
up?
think if you register that this person is not.
But I'm
Adding-
sorry, hold on, sidebar, Teach. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Teach. You gotta be careful with that. You gotta take that with a grain of salt, because some people that's friendship. It's some people that you only done like they pictures on Instagram, and they'll end up in the same club with you one night, and they'll be like, my nigga Alpha, Verge Alpha, hey, in the
Yikes.
building.
Oh shit, that do happen. It do happen. So I don't know. I just be like,
All
man,
you ever did was like their pictures, and for some reason you did. But like that worked vice versa. I'd have been in the building with niggas. They be like, yo, nigga, one only like nigga EJ funny on Twitter. Buy the nigga a drink. It's like, oh yeah, give me a drink then. I'm funny. Laugh, laugh, laugh.
I don't know. I mean,
It's like chicks that followed you on the gram and gave you some pussy just because they followed you. Never met you. First night they meet you, they let you smash because they like, I've been following you and I think you cute.
yeah, I mean,
So you take that with a
shit.
grain of salt, right?
I don't even know what to think now.
So that's what I'm saying. You got to be. That's why for me. But I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
no, I
You
mean,
get lit, nigga.
shit, I'm thinking about the shit you just said.
I don't know you.
That seems, isn't that? I
I
don't know.
you got.
Yeah, that's more on them. Like, if you want to be, like, if that's how you interpret friendship, like, I can't tell you how to live. But me personally, I don't know you because we follow each other. Like,
Yeah, but I don't like opening doors like that where it's like, oh.
oh yeah, no, but like, I don't know. To me, that might be. You might be that person's introduction to like real life. Like, hey, you could be a nice person, but I don't know you, my nigga. Like, we don't know each other. Like, like we followed each other, and we can, we could, be in the same space at some point. And if something Sparks, great. But I'm like, we're not officially like motherfuckers.
We not officially.
Yeah, like I just know that your name, like you do funny things online, but like I don't. That would be such a weird conversation for me. I'd be like,
But no, you
we're
know what?
fucking grown. What would
But
you
girls do that a lot though. A lot of girls like be cool with girls they just meet online. So
do? Is that a thing?
Yeah,
that
that
is
is.
a thing.
I've literally like
I've
literally
seen girls be like, oh, she can look cool.
it's a thing. I've literally met shorty like it's not for everyone. Like it's not for everyone, but I've literally like I'm not even gonna say her name, but somebody was chilling with us one time. She was like, "Oh yeah, I got a friend date with a girl I just met on like Instagram."
Yeah.
She just was like, "Yo, you
girls
dress cute,"
Like-
and I was like, "Oh, you dress cute too." And she was
Okay.
like, "You want to hang out, go shopping, and get
Turn
lunch?"
up. They want to go turn up together. Like it's just
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, like that scenario makes sense. You guys like have mutual interest. You might have had a
Yeah, they both had
conversation.
like fashion pages and shit.
Yeah,
and they
you might
was
have had
like,
a
she was like, "You
conversation
dress like you
online,
want to go
like-
thrift together, you want to go do this," and
Yeah,
we
that
talk
to
about
me
it.
sounds more of like a let's link type thing. But like if we follow each other,
Nah, I
and
see
we,
that.
But
you
ain't
know,
that it? It's
like-
always a commonality. Like we just talked about commonalities, nigga. You might smoke and see somebody that's always you be like, "Oh shit."
But that
yeah.
to me that makes us like with his situation seems like we follow each other. Like I follow Verge. I don't know Verge. We follow each other on
We
social
gonna
media.
link.
Might like a thing or two, and then like oh hey I like how you move in this aspect or whatever. Then we go hang out. We're having a situation where we're getting to know each other. But if we like pictures and I see this nigga in public and I'm like Verge, my nigga,
Oh, no,
I don't
yeah,
know
yeah,
you,
yeah,
my
yeah,
nigga.
No,
There's
I
a
don't know
difference
about
between
that.
us.
I'm not talking about
Yeah.
that. I'm talking about like
That
niggas.
baby.
Yeah, no. I get what you're saying.
Oh.
It's the introduction to how we link. Like,
yeah, like if the internet, yes, can easily be used as like an avenue to like, oh, we like each other's shit. And we
Yeah,
might
it's
have
harder-
started
it's harder
commenting,
to, like-
and now we have a bit of an internet relationship. We can now see if we have a
Yeah.
real life relationship.
It's,
We're not a
it's
fucking
harder
weirdo.
to meet a nigga in person that you follow with no introduction and try to create a bond than it is to probably DM a motherfucker and be like, yo, bro, I fuck with your shoes, like your shoe game, like whatever it is, whatever the nigga might do. Like niggas DM us like, I fuck with the podcast, and then from there they end up just becoming niggas who are people in real life that we like, oh yeah, gotta fuck with this nigga. It's just
Yeah.
shit like that. Like it's people who went to high school with you. I've never met these niggas in person, but because they follow the podcast and interact with us through that so much, nigga end up following them on the personal pages and liking and commenting on their
See
shit
that
independently.
that makes sense because you are
Now
in
that
some
would have been
form of-
different if niggas just would have ran up on me in the street
Yeah,
and
that
seen me
shit's
out and be
weird.
like, "Oh, I just see a show. I went to high school with teacher." I'm like, "Get the fuck away
Yeah,
from me
that's
before I
weird.
break your face."
Yeah,
No, yo, I'm gonna break it. Get the fuck.
yeah, that's
That
creepy
would be
as fuck.
different.
Don't
Yeah,
do
that would be much different.
Yeah,
That's
that's,
so disrespectful.
Yeah,
Nah,
no,
I ain't-
seriously.
No run up on me, no none of that. Be cool. We can set us up though.
Yeah, but
that's weird. I don't like.
that's beside the point. What I'm saying is, like, what else? What about you, Teach? What's the shit? Because I kind of know for you a little bit. Like, we're
What's the
friends.
question? I forget.
How do you handle those situations? Those no love lost situations. Like, what's your
I mean-
processing? What's your thought process? What's your emotional process?
I mean, you can always like, I don't know, like if you care about the person, friend, relationship, whatever. But after a while, you kind of, whatever I think your barometer is for, okay, is this something you kind of have to use your brain over your heart in that moment a little bit. Like, okay, what is
head over heart.
Yeah, and what is when I say keep saying this person brings value to your life, is this somebody who is like a liability, or are they something? Okay, you're just going through a slump. Like everybody goes through slumps, but if you're consistently bringing like negative shit to me and you start to become, I don't know, you got to feel it. Like, are you more of a friend or a burden? You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't burden me because the friendship comes with giving advice and things like that. It doesn't burden me, but it provides nothing for me either. It lives in a weird space where it's like, it lives in a purgatory space in regards to friendships where it's like, you can't live or die here.
yeah, like I don't know, for me,
But it's just lived there for so long that I have to eventually make a choice.
yeah, for me, like burdensome is something like even just slight, like, like just like like somebody to continuously give me something going wrong. Like you're continuously bringing me negative energy, and it's like shit.
It's not even the negative energy. It's not that. It's the expectation of the friendship.
From
You just
him,
don't.
or-
Yeah, you just don't hold up your end of the bargain of somebody who is to be considered a friend. Like you reap all the benefits of a friend, but you don't put in the work of a friend. But not in things that don't. The things is, they're not things that hurt me. They're not things like, oh, you fuck up money for me or you borrow money or things like that. But the things that you want, ideal things for a friend, like the consideration of a friend, the empathy of a friend, like the thoughtfulness of a friend, you just don't have that shit.
Then that, I don't know. That sounds. I'm not big on. I don't like leeches, so that sounds like it might not. You might have fucking, I don't know how measurements work. You might have 100 pints of blood, right?
Yeah.
And this particular leech really only needs like 0.5 a day.
Yeah, I get
but
you.
you're still leeching, and I don't like that shit.
Yeah.
So,
and that's my thing too. Is like, I guess what it is that what I'm offering is a value to you, and I guess that's why I said what the Instagram point Verge is making. What I'm offering is a value to you, but it's what I naturally am. But I realize that you're using that in a leeching way, just like you said. I'm just naturally being who I am. I'm not going over the top, and what being a friend to you doesn't hurt or harm. It's not making me go out my way or do nothing crazy. But at the end of the day,
it just sounds like somebody's taking advantage of your nature. Whether they're doing it maliciously or not either. They might just, E is the friend who knows this or knows that, but they might not register that, well, I'm really doing a lot of take in this motherfucker. Like in their lives, they might have placed you like, oh, this is the motherfucker to go to fix a thing or two. Yeah. Which is great.
Without a doubt.
But if you can't, nigga, I know how to fix fucking cars, but
you
can't
you
come to
telling
me every week with your fucking engine blown. Like, fuck.
Yeah, you having me fix a thing or 12?
Yeah. Like, shit, I know how to do it. I won't do that shit every day.
Yeah, nigga, that be my shit is that niggas don't be realizing sometimes that it's just it's like, nigga, this shit's a give and take.
It is.
Granted, but sometimes you have to understand that.
But yeah, I don't know. I guess for like a solution part, I guess you just kind of.
No, I mean I've come to my solution.
Oh yeah,
I'm just asking you guys how do y'all process
I would just
that shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't even cause no smoke. I just would,
No, it's no smoke to cause. There's nothing to cause.
But that's what I mean. Like I would just live my life. Like if this person, all right, I don't. If it starts,
because the nigga hit me like. He hit me like, yo, we need, like, I think we should holler 101. Like, I know you're not fucking with me right now. And I'm like, it was one of those things that I was off the clock. Like, I was away, quick vacation and shit. But it was one of them things that it was like, I was off the clock. But then even when I got back on the clock, I was like, this is not a thing to me. Like, nothing about it urged me to be like, let me respond or reply. When I opened the text and tried to rebuttal, I had nothing for it.
Yeah, you probably just over it at this point.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's done.
Yeah,
it's not one of those things that evoked enough emotion for me to be over it. That's what I'm saying. It's one of those things that just naturally fizzled out.
Oh, then you just leave that where it's at. Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a friend like that. I had a friend like he'd be like we used to kick it a lot, but we stopped kicking it, which I didn't really care because Verge ain't really trying to kick it that bad no way. So, but he used to always.
Verge ain't trying to kick it. Why you just went third person?
There we go.
I love it.
I'm not.
I love it. Verge ain't trying to. Hey, that's when you know a nigga deep.
Y'all had to see this motherfucker's face, like, because Verge don't, nigga. It was smooth. Like, who the fuck is Verge?
First off, look, that's when you know a nigga is deep in his story. Where when he comes out of it, he can only come out of it as a narrator. Nigga said, so we walk into the store. This nigga gonna ask me for some money. First off, Verge don't give nobody money.
When I say, yo, it looked like Verge. He said it best. Looked like Verge literally stepped out of himself. To introduce
he broke the fourth
himself.
wall. He did a Deadpool on niggas. He broke the fourth wall.
Amazing.
He used to hit me like, bro, I need 10. I'm all for sure. I help you out, bro. You need to go to your job, whatever. Oh, you need to get picked up. I'll take you to your job, whatever. Cool. And they kept doing it. He was doing it to the other homie too. And then one day he texted me, called me. I was like, Brian picking this nigga up. But the homie picked him up and like gave him some money. And then I guess like he unadded me on Instagram because he knew I wasn't fucking with him. And then like he had hit the homie up like, Verge ain't fucking with me. Like, nah, my nigga, because we really not friends. Like you benefit from being around me. Like you like to laugh around me. You can chill with me. You know I'm cool, nigga. You know I'm gonna give you money because you the homie. And like we can, but I'm like, bro, no, and I'm cool. Like cool.
Exactly the nigga.
Yeah,
exactly. We all got one, my nigga. Where it's like, damn, bro, you ended up being a part of the team. It's kind of like, first off, you a friend of like you friend of a friend. How we meet, you get in with the gang, and it's like, all right, you come with a vouch, you in, and it's just like the way I move. If you in the room, I'm not gonna lose because of you. When we first meet, I'm not gonna lose because of you. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Like, if we out somewhere and you can't pay for food, I'm not finna look like a goofy because you ain't got your food. We're gonna talk about this later. But in this moment, I'm finna pay for this food and get the fuck out this table. I'm not finna be stuck in a restaurant or waiting on you. You know, I ain't on no shit like that. So that ends up happening. And then that happens enough times, or it happens in between one or two. You know, one time it happened 5 times, you got your shit, then one time it happened.
At this point, you just ain't got no money.
No. What I'm saying is like one time that might happen.
5 times.
No. Listen. My nigga. You didn't hear what I said at all.
Oh,
didn't
no,
hear what
I
I said. Yeah,
I just heard
that's
the
what I'm
5
saying.
times.
Stop.
It was like, oh my, you
That's why I said stop.
Oh,
You
you
just running with it.
fucking play me.
Yeah, I'm running with something else. Stop. I said it might happen once. The nigga pay for his shit like 5 times, and then it happen again.
All right.
Then it'd be like 4, 5 times, and the nigga pay. But mind you, you hanging out with a nigga every day though.
Yeah.
So that means like every like once, twice, every basically every week. It's one time, nigga. Like, oh, it's like payday this day, nigga, or I got this until then.
Yeah,
Let me
you count my damn money up.
No. What I'm saying for him, he not counting your money.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is he'll hit you with a different like. One week it'll be I get paid on Friday.
Yeah.
Then the next week it'll be I got a this or that. But it's at least. Kicking with your nigga every day, but at least once a week, it's one of those like, all right, my nigga.
We gotta slowly separate.
But because you're kicking it with this nigga every day, it goes from, I don't want you to embarrass me while we out because you ain't got no money, till we developed a bond.
Yeah.
Before the time you realize this nigga's the pattern of it, you like, oh, we got a little bond though, and he the homie. And now you just kind of don't want to be shitty towards the homie when he don't have it. You get what I'm saying? Like that's the transition of how it went.
Yeah.
For me. Do that make sense?
Nah, it was the same thing with me. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you out with me, my nigga, and you not having no money is embarrassing, but I'm not gonna let you embarrass me because I don't know you. So let me just handle this and be done with this.
Yeah.
And then the next time the nigga was around, no, we not friends after that. But the next couple times the nigga around, he had bread, so it didn't bother me that he was around. It was cool time. And then it may have been another little time in between that, and it's like, yo, my nigga, like this is the situation again. But in the back of my head, I've forgotten the other time because it's not nothing big. It might be niggas went out for margaritas at happy hour, and you just ain't have $3 margaritas. You got 3. You done had a $9, $10. All right, whatever, my nigga. But don't make a habit of this.
Yeah.
But after a while, you get to realizing, like, hold on, my nigga. Like every Taco Tuesday, he ain't got no money. Why you go out every Taco Tuesday knowing you don't get paid till Wednesday? Just don't go to skip the Tuesday and just wild out on Wednesday with us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Be on some shit like that.
Yeah.
But on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, the nigga ball out with you though. He handle his own shit. But it just Taco Tuesday come. You gotta.
Yeah.
And it just became that like that Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday created the bond. But it was always that Tuesday that wore on the bond a little bit. You get what I'm saying? And then the Tuesdays just became a little bit more frequent.
Yeah.
And then now it's kind of at that point where I'm at, where it's like one of them things where it's like the friendship is like, what value do you bring to the friendship? What you do?
Yeah.
It's like kick it, laugh. That's about it.
Like if I'm not seeing you, bro.
If this was the only issue, there would be more of a, well, you know. But you mentioned a couple big things earlier. I'm like, oh, throw this shit out the window.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially on the mama thing. I was like, yeah, he didn't say, like, he should have been like, hey, bro, like.
Oh, that's not even. I'm top surfacing because I don't want to go into detail because niggas know who it is.
Yeah.
So it's not a secret, but it's just one of the things that like to the broad public.
Yeah.
The public knows, but I don't want the broad public to be able to.
You know what I'm saying?
Broad public.
Yeah.
I mean, friendship cool. I don't really.
Friendship cool. What the fuck does that mean, nigga? If you don't have nothing to say, just don't say nothing.
Hey, like it's cool. Like I said, like
that's some shit niggas say to me. I don't know, man. You know, TV fun. Oh, I guess, you know, I TV. You TV. What does that mean? I mean, I watch it.
Shit, baby, I can't call it. You know,
yeah.
I don't mind not having friends. I got friends, but I just don't.
You don't mind being by yourself?
Like.
We all need friends.
We do. I have friends, but I don't mind like
being by yourself.
Yeah,
you don't need to see niggas as often.
Yeah,
no, without a doubt.
If I see you 3 times in 1 week, I'm automatically irritated.
No, I'm not gonna go that far.
Yeah, I can't see you that many times. I gotta see you like on a Saturday.
I can't make it a point to have to see you too much. If I gotta make it a point to see a person, then it starts to get irritating. Like if we naturally just end up fucking with each other, nigga be on some shit like, yo, you ate today, you getting something to eat, or niggas be like, what time you going to the gym? And our natural like shit starts to link up, then yeah. But I'm not making it a point to be like, oh, let me hurry up and go to the gym so I can meet this nigga by 5 o'clock so we can go here. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
I'm gonna beat him to the gym back. He'll be working out.
Yeah, like, nah, I'm not doing that. If nigga be like, yo, you going to the gym when you get off? Yeah, I'm going to the gym when I get off. What time you get off? I get off at 5. You get off at 5. All right, cool. Then that's one of them things that just like shit just kind of working out. We on the same schedule, but I'm not squeezing something. No, fuck you. Fuck out of here with that shit.
I was work all day. I was work all day. I mean, work.
Like, you're a different type of nigga. You're 25 though. That makes sense.
I just work.
At 25, I was the same way.
Yeah, that's what my money.
Just be doing 14-hour shifts and shit. Like, what
cash.
the fuck?
Yeah.
Then you get to realize, my nigga, it ain't worth it.
Well, all the money? It's not. I actually like. I just like moving around. That's really it. So working is something I could just move around all day.
She got ADHD or some shit.
Nah.
No, he's young. He's got energy. That's the shit. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Like when I was that age, it used to be the same shit for me. I have nothing else to do. Well, because it's the old time versus money trade off. Like that's what I used to always think about too. Is like, what else would I be doing right now with this time? And if it's not nothing really significant, then I'm gonna just go make some money.
Yeah. You make some dollars.
Just because money is, you just need it, I guess.
You need it, especially if you're trying to do something. You definitely need
I
it.
literally always forget that I pose questions.
Yeah. We got about 15 minutes. You want to run through them shits real quick?
It's not a bunch. Actually, man, shout out to Kyrie, man. Like Kyrie jumped in here with a question. But
Shout out Kyrie.
Yeah, shout out to bro, man. You know he has like this catering thing now.
I did. I seen that.
Yeah, that shit was fire. If y'all like, want some good ass eats. But Kyrie asked tomorrow. I guess he said this yesterday. Tomorrow is side piece day. Y'all celebrating with your side pieces and all. First and foremost, sir, we already covered that. And black men don't cheat. So, no.
Did he just send that?
No, he sent that yesterday. He sent that that just was a coincidence. He sent that shit what
I didn't do nothing in acknowledgement of Valentine's Day. Again, like I said, I worked last night. I work nights, if y'all don't know that by now. But, yeah, so I didn't do none of that shit.
Oh, well, I feel like we've kind of answered this throughout the show, but still. How important is Valentine's Day? Does the price of the gift or the type of gift matter more?
Valentine's Day, I feel like if you're in a relationship, I would say every day, but like if you got the weekends off with your lady friend, whatever, you should be spending quality time doing stuff already. So Valentine's Day shouldn't be that big. Now, if you want to get something real quick, then I guess it is big, right? I don't like the day.
What the fuck did you just say, nigga?
I don't like the day. I got in a car accident that day. I don't really fuck with it.
Wait, not just that. What did you just say in general?
I'm saying like if you.
I didn't understand none of what you were saying.
I'm saying if you're in a relationship and you like how you be with your girl, like every Saturday I do something after this. It wouldn't mean nothing to you to go do it on a Friday on Valentine's Day. You wouldn't care.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like I don't give a fuck about nothing. Like we naturally just like we don't even be trying to do nothing every weekend. We just naturally just be on some shit.
But people that never do nothing, this is a big day for them. Like
yeah, that's
be.
yeah.
It shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck that day. Fuck that day. I hate that day.
I'm going to say that I agree with Verge, if I can push through whatever Verge just said. Yeah, like it's a cool day if y'all want to do some shit. But yes, there should be a thing of y'all are always appreciating and taking care of each other. I don't know that the price of a gift matters more. I think you should get something. You shouldn't get your motherfucking partner like a thing of plastic forks. But like yeah, that's fucked up.
Like some candy.
But if that particular person, likes a certain thing and it might not be expensive, or you cook for them, or you fucking, I don't fucking know. You should know your partner, know what your partner's into. Yeah. So you might, even if you ain't got it, you should, But like y'all said, that's some shit you kind of should. You ain't gotta do that shit every day, but it should be some shit that is kind of consistent. That hey, this is some appreciation shit because you care about me and you play with my genitals on a regular basis. So like I'm gonna do something for you because I care. So
oh my god.
Yeah, so I don't know. The day is cool, but it's not like the end all be all day or some shit. The way people.
I don't know. Yesterday, people was going crazy. People was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I'm having Valentine's Day." Like you ain't that special.
I don't know. I think people just want to post shit for attention because it was just like it's just as many people that was posting. Like I'll say it like this. Everybody I know that I know for a fact is in a loving, passionate, relationship, marriage. I didn't really see them post shit. They was too busy fucking sniffing each other's breath. Like they wasn't doing shit. They might have posted something today to be like, oh shit, I just snapped back into reality because we really just enjoyed each other today. Yeah. Everybody who was really deep ass super posting shit, I don't know what the fuck y'all doing. Not saying, that might be your shit. And then the rest of y'all, I could care less because anybody else who posted like it's Valentine's Day, but I'm thinking that's your fucking fault. All right, it's all your fault.
Somebody wants you. Somebody needs you.
Yeah, like if you out here, if you post,
that's a fact. That's fucked up because I was thinking about that. No matter who you are in this world, somebody wants you. It might not be who you want to want you, but somebody out this motherfucker really fuck with you. They fuck with you hard.
I just feel like
So just holla at them, like fuck with them.
How's that shit go? Law of attraction. What you're looking for is also in turn looking for you or searching for you. So if you
That's
really wanted
true.
it, you'd get.
That's not true. That's not true.
What, the law of attraction?
That's not true. But look, that's not for everybody. That don't work for everybody. That just work for like God favorite people. Y'all gotta stop. No, look,
I
because
fucked with that.
nah, look. Here. Nah, I don't understand how niggas pick and choose with that, because they always be like, God give his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers, and like God's favors always have a hard time. So wait, how this nigga only giving me stuff on a hard time while like I'm a favorite? Like that comes from both ends, right?
Oh,
So that mean I'm more favorite on the other side too, right? That's why people be like, I'm blessed and highly favored.
Yeah.
So like some shit is only for some people, right?
Yeah.
Because like what about the people that's like blessed and medium favored?
Hey man, I'm all for the
I'm trying to
question
figure
the
out how
God
the fuck you
quotes.
favorite.
I didn't know that was like a Jesus quote I just said. I didn't attribute that to that.
No, I'm just
But, yeah.
saying like I don't agree with that.
What, the law of attraction?
Yeah, I don't think that's for everybody. I just don't think everybody benefits from every law, just like in real life.
Yeah.
I still fuck with the law of attraction. I just think how you.
No, we can fuck with whatever laws we want. Like you can
Yeah.
like the law.
I know. I think it works. Though. I think it's true.
No, I don't.
I mean,
how?
that's your
What's your proof?
I mean, for me personally, whenever I'm in a space or whenever I want something and I'm actively putting either that energy and effort towards it, I get it. This whole podcast shit to me is a tribute to the law of attraction.
But that's you.
That's me. But
So you might be one of the blessed and highly favored ones. But like when you look around at the world that's outside of you that's going on, what do you see?
I think a lot of people are negative, so they bring negative shit to them. Law of attraction does not always bring you something great. It brings you what you're putting out. So if you're putting out shit,
But what about people not putting out the best for them?
then they don't get the best for them.
What
I
you
think
mean?
this is very simple. If you're putting out the best for you and you're trying to actively get it, then it might not come tomorrow or the next day, but it is on its way.
But what about when people's best is just not good enough?
Shit.
Like I want this and I'm putting in my best effort to get this, and my best is just not good enough. It's not that I'm not trying. It's not that I'm not devoting time. It's just that what I want is higher than my ceiling. What happens to those people?
I guess if we're talking about like a specific thing, like maybe not, that kind of to me kind of boils into that thing I say as a joke, but I still mean like where you like, I want to be in music, but I specifically think I want to be a singer. Maybe you should be a producer. Maybe you should be a beat maker. The law of attraction, I think, still works for you to be in a room, but you have to be open to the possibilities of.
So
You
law
like
of
it?
attraction is you attract what you're supposed to have, not what you want to have.
Yeah, I don't know if this shit works.
So again, you
specifically
end up
for
getting
wants.
not what you want.
You get what you need. I
Okay.
guess.
I guess that
Like I've always thought I was funny and like entertaining, but that doesn't necessarily mean I should be on stage or in front of a camera. But this works for me. But it took me a minute to find this.
Okay.
But what other mediums had you been trying before this?
People have always said like you should write.
No.
But I
What-
never tried it. Like I
Okay,
like,
so
I,
that's what I'm
besides
saying,
my,
though. You
besides
didn't
my
try nothing,
own,
like, you
besides
just-
my own personal, I've tried to write jokes. I don't like it. I don't like even like I'll watch comedians and all that other shit. Like I think it's dope, but
I mean,
I have to talk.
the effort that you gave to this. What other ventures in entertainment had you given that much effort to? Had you ever went to an open mic? Had you ever went to?
None, because this was the only one that
acting
really
class.
spoke to me like that. Like everybody, like I've been talking in front of people.
So that's what I'm
friends.
saying. You are one of those people that are lucky enough to benefit from law of attraction. You are one of those lucky ones. You are one of those favorite ones. But everybody's not that. And you can't always preach to everybody that, because there's mad people out there that want to do this, and you know this for a fact. There's mad people that we've come across that want to do this and put the effort into it, and it's just like, wow, you just suck. Oh,
But that
okay.
should be, I don't know. I still think that should be up to them to kind of figure out. Because then to me, it's
But
like.
isn't that the universe? It's not up to you to figure out. Ain't it like the law of attraction? Who's the law?
But it's still up to you to figure out that maybe it's something that you need to do differently. You could still do something in this, but you might not be for this. Or you might be attacking this the wrong way. You can't attack this and do what I do. You'd have to attack this and do what you do. Maybe you should be in front of a microphone talking, but you shouldn't try to be. We kind of get in here and have winged it into a conversation. Maybe you should talk about tech shit. Maybe you should talk about, I really love
Get a
jackets.
niche.
Yeah, I really like. So I still feel like you'll get there, but you have to figure it out. Shit, even for us, this didn't just happen overnight. This was
no,
kinda,
it really did.
Yeah, this was like
No, honestly, people, don't let this man lie to you. This shit fucking did. It literally the fuck did.
we woke up one day and like just started saying some
It's
shit,
like, Dick, we gonna do it today.
and Keith and them was like, pull up, and we was like, all right, cool.
I mean, we said shit enough, but like the initiation of the podcast wasn't no shit that we did no whole bunch of shit with. We got some microphones and a cardboard box and 2 folding chairs.
Yeah, But even that up to that point took a couple.
Nigga, we didn't brainstorm shit.
Not brainstorm. I'm
Had an idea.
Oh no!
We got
I'm not
some
talking
mics.
about the brains. I'm talking about even the consistency of doing the episodes. We would do two. We would do like a week or two. We was good. Next week, I got work. He got work. We'd fall off. But from the time now that to what he's saying is true. From the time we were like, okay, this is what we're gonna do, and just every week, rain, sleet or shine, 11:30 at night, 10 a.m. in the morning, whatever, we're gonna do it.
Put the work in.
Yeah, the consistency of like, we're going to do good at this
Hard
podcast
work.
shit because whatever. And then shit started kind of happening that would make you seem like, oh, y'all just getting through it shit. But no, we kind of, it's work and not work, I guess. So I don't know how to say work and not work because you still
I don't know.
gotta
It's
come
one of
here
those
and do
things
the
that, like, I say, like, by comparison of other people, we were more, like, favored and how we got to do this shit. Holy fuck, is that the Fonz?
I'm
They
saying, but
lit.
like,
They got it lit out here.
sound like smoking them was outside.
Smoke.
They got
Fuck
it
you,
lit.
smoke.
Boy, I had to get some act right. That's getting humbled. That's that act right. It's getting humbled. You don't be wanting it. That should be on your ass, boy.
Whatever happened to him? Not fucking Norris, but like, I feel like at one point, like,
Derek Luke.
Derek Luke was like, he
Derek
did
Luke
that.
is on what's the name? He got a TV show or something.
Who is
like
that?
Oh, okay, cool.
He was just on
Who was that?
he was just on Purge on USA Network. He just did the whole season of Purge.
Okay. Did you watch Biker Boys?
Antoine Fisher.
Yeah.
And Antoine, yeah, there we go.
Antoine Fisher.
Him, because like,
Okay.
yeah, it just like, nigga,
Yeah, no. For a while, he was crowned to be the next one up, and then what's the
exactly,
name?
yeah.
There's a lot
But
of
that
them
young
next one up.
black role has shifted a lot in the last couple of years. Like our
That's
next
true.
young black one, like right now, is Chadwick and Michael B. Jordan. They putting the crown on them.
What about
Michael
old
B
boy?
is really like.
What about old
the
boy
dude.
from Atlanta? The
Oh,
skinny one.
Lakeith
he
Stanfield.
been in a lot of movies lately.
Lakeith
skinny-
Stanfield.
The skinny guy, yeah, he been popping up.
But that's what I'm saying. We always go through it. Like who? I think even for a while, like Idris had it, Will had it.
He kind of, I think because he kind of
I
older.
think they
don't
still
he
got it, but this
Idris
is like
got
a
it late,
different
but he
way
had
you-
it though. Not even that. When he did Daddy's Little Girls and Takers and them 10 years ago.
Yeah, I'm saying, but like he.
Nigga, if he 40, 10 years ago he was 30.
I'm just saying, like he's not as big as I feel like he could be.
But I think his window was late. That's why.
Okay.
Because he came from. You got to remember, he came from the UK.
Yeah.
So I think his window was late. He was the first big. I think he was the first big UK. I think he ushered in like Franklin and all these new niggas that we seeing. What's the nigga on All American? What's the singer that
I
played
go
Harriet
straight
Tubman? I think he
I
ushered
go
in
straight
that.
to John Boyega because he's like a big
John
one.
Boyega. Yeah. John Boyega's not a big one. He landed one big one, but he didn't.
Yeah,
He's not a big one.
But yeah, I don't
Like
know.
what
like,
else has he been in aside
for-
from Star Wars?
For me, what was that? I mean, that wasn't like, that was another thing I was about to say because like Boyega like got a big. What blew him up too was like this fucking. There was this sci-fi indie British movie or whatever, but that another thing is where like genres of actors because you have like a a Daniel Day-Lewis, which is like. But if some people would look at him and be like, no, nigga, I'd rather be The Rock. Like, where do you kind of put your shit for actors? Because The Rock flat out said, no diss. The Rock is in interviews where he was like, I don't give a shit about a motherfucking Oscar. I know what I'm here to do. I like watching Bruce Willis and them back and they blow shit up. And that's what the fuck I want to make movies about.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, he did it. Fucking did it.
and I think, I don't know, I think some of these, and I think some of the black actors kind of falling in that because they don't really, I'm not looking for Lakeith Stanfield to like take a shotgun out and blow motherfuckers up. But I'll watch his movies about being like, whatever that movie he did with Tessa Thompson where he was like the call center weirdo nigga.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so I don't know, actors getting like a,
It's just like this is like doing this fun for them. So I mean, just throw the bag. They just want the money.
I don't think that's true.
I don't know, because some of them get
'Cause
into,
some of
like,
them, yeah,
you
like-
want the art. Like,
Chadwick Boseman was like he can do at this point in his life. Chadwick Boseman can do every rendition of every person. Like he said, I can do every biography in the world.
yeah.
Yeah, 'cause he did. What was it? 44.
He didn't know all his movies up to Black Panther have been a biography.
That's fucking crazy.
He
Yeah,
did
like
42.
the-
He did the Jackie Robinson. He did the one
James
with
Brown.
James Brown. He did what's the
Yeah, another one.
Syracuse running back?
I thought he did The Lawyer.
No, that's
Oh,
Michael B. Jordan that
that's
just did that
Michael
one
B.
with.
Jordan,
No. He did an old lawyer. Like,
He
I think he
did
did.
No, he did Thurgood.
Yeah,
Thurgood Marshall. Yep, he did.
So he was like, he was kind of knocking it out in the biography department.
That
Like,
motherfucker was like, "This is my lane. Nobody gonna fuck with it."
he just kept getting typecasted for that shit.
I mean, it's not a bad lane.
if you want longevity, it might be.
I can't keep seeing the same motherfucker play like an old person.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
That's what it was happening to him, nigga. He was getting typecasted repeatedly.
Like I said, I want to be You know,
And that's what he said. He said niggas was coming to him like, we want you to beat Martin Luther King and Malcolm X at the same time.
This Marvel bag, nigga.
Yeah, he was like, nah, let me. He was like, Stan Lee, save my career. So yeah, but you fuck around and get typecasted like
What's
that.
that nigga's name? Kevin Feige. That motherfucker.
Yeah.
Who's fucking Kevin Feige?
He's the dude who really runs Marvel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Making them power moves, getting that money.
Man.
He got a lot of money. They got
Oh,
a
we
lot of money.
too close. I was for me to like fucking take that fucking left
You about
turn.
to go into it.
Not even just Marvel
Shit.
shit. Just like if I was an actor, would you want to be a Daniel Day-Lewis or would you take like the Rock approach? I mean, they both millionaires. Like,
Okay, so this is where you have to. This
The
is
Rock
where
is like
people
bullshit, though.
fail to realize. The Rock is not a passionate actor. The Rock is somebody who parlayed his celebrity into being able to do movies. Somebody like Daniel Day-Lewis is a achieved, studied actor, so he does it for the art. He does it for the passion. The Rock does it for the bag. I don't think you can compare them. But who would I want to be? I guess it would depend on who right now, I'm not a thespian, so I would say The Rock. Give me the bag.
a thespian.
Yeah, I'm not a thespian, so give me the bag.
I guess so, shit.
But I'm sure after a while, anything that I do, I end up doing with passion and start doing it for the art. So I'm sure my first couple of movies, I would be trying to go for the highest payday. Then I would end up being one of them Kevin Hart niggas that's like, I got to find a serious role and show that I could be a serious actor. So I would be one of them dickheads.
That makes more sense.
That never works out for a lot of them.
It depends.
No,
who
yeah,
you
you
are.
end up being
Jim-
fucked. You
Jim
end up
Carrey
being
tried to do that.
You end up being Eddie Murphy on talking about Jimmy got soul, Jimmy got soul, Jimmy got.
So
Jimmy
does that
got,
not work
Jimmy.
in general, or does that just not work for us? Because Steve Carell has become a fucking went from
I think Steve
whatever
Carell
to like
is
Silver Fox.
I
now.
think,
But he kinda
but I
did
also
good,
think Will
though.
Smith did
they
it though.
all do
Will
that.
Smith did it. He went from Fresh Prince to 7 pounds.
Yeah,
We got to
yeah.
wrap up, but like,
Oh yeah, we do.
yeah. And then he went Pursuit of Happiness from like he's the Fresh Prince. We did all that. Ali and all that shit.
Oh, he
Anyways,
did go, that's my
motherfuckers,
shit.
big ass titties. Monday, February 17th. We will be at the Down and Out Bar podcast pit. Come fuck with us. Be out there live. Whole lot of
Gang shit, bitch. It's Monday. It's going down. Podcast pit.
Pull up.
Be out there.
Bring your
Pull up.
titties.
You fuck with us. Fuck with us. 2, 3. Let's get it.
Pull up and bring your titties.
When I finish, Ray said judge, he decide who can sentence. Hope she a bad bitch, eat the pussy like a spinach. She'll suck dick on her way to the dentist. I ain't never leaving my bitch, she a dime. Why would I switch out a dime for a penny?
Go trap at the drip, this a D or a hoodie. Fast